Hello, everybody out there, and welcome back to Home Debate Club. My name is Sam, and this is my friend Greg.
Should we listen to the theme tune, Sam?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Let's get our fans. Cool everyone down. Whew.
There we go, guys, and welcome to what is going to be the hottest ever Home Debate Club. You know who I am. I'm Sam. This is Greg. Greg, how hot are you right now?
I'm very hot, Sam. Thank you. I am struggling in this heat. How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. But yeah, know that it's difficult. But welcome to Home Debate Club. It's going to be a great debate today. Every week, if you don't know what Home Debate Club is, every week we help you and your family to lead a debate at home at the same time as lots of other people across the country. And we know how Greg and I are doing. So Greg, should we get straight into it today?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So if you're joining us for the first time, we're really pleased to have you. Take a moment just to read the instructions to the right of this screen or underneath, depending upon what you're watching on, and it'll tell you how to take part. If you want to comment live, then you need to use a second phone or a tablet and have Home Debate Club on YouTube open. And if you're there, you can tell us how much you're enjoying your summer holidays or how you're coping with the heat. Send us a comment to say hi to let us know you're out there.
And when we're getting involved today, we have just 3 rules that we want you to follow that I'm going to put on the screen in a second. My computer is also struggling in the heat, so it might take a second to come up. But basically, we want to ask you to listen carefully for instructions, be ready to respond when we ask you, and be kind and relevant if you're commenting on YouTube or Facebook.
Fantastic. So let's get into our warm-up. That's what we start with, don't we, Greg?
Yeah, okay. So, right, what we're going to do today, Sam?
All right, well, we're going to play a game called the traffic light game. And I was reminded of this game recently when I was stuck in some traffic on a hot day. This game is all about getting us moving, but in a fun way, and making sure that we're ready and we're awake, because it can be very easy to be sleepy when it's really hot, can't it? So you need to be up on your feet, and this is how the game works. I'm going to be the leader of the game, and I'm going to shout out some commands about traffic. All you need to do is follow them and then make sure you get them right each time. I'm going to be trying to catch you out, and it's your job to get them right each time. Starting with the commands red, yellow, and green, which are the colors of what in traffic, Greg?
Traffic lights.
That's it. Traffic lights. Fantastic. So when I say red, we have to stop. When I say yellow, it means you have to run on the spot. And when I say green, you have to move around the area that you're in. Should we have a practice, Greg, and show them how it's done?
So this game involves moving around, does it?
It does indeed, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let's do it.
Cool. All right. So, Greg, let's just have a quick practice. So, yellow means run on the spot. So, yellow. Nice. Red means stop. Red. Nice. And green means move around the area you're in. And red. Perfect. Well done, Greg. That was beautifully demonstrated. And you're going to do it now at home at the same time as Greg is. But those commands, Greg, would you say they're quite simple?
Yeah, I can do those.
Right, you can do those. Should we add some extra ones in there to make it harder?
If you want.
Right.
Is it going to be hotter?
It's not, actually. It's going to make you even cooler.
Okay, great.
And that's a promise I'm not sure I could deliver on, but let's try. Okay, 3 more commands. First one is roundabout. When you're in a roundabout, what do? You turn around. So you just got to turn around on the spot. Show everybody that, Greg. Perfect. Speed bump means you have to do a jump. Perfect. And then low bridge means that you have to duck down low as you're moving to make sure you don't hit the bridge.
Oh, low bridge.
That's it. Well done. All right. So those are our instructions. Now we're going to get ready to have 2 practices. sorry, 2 versions of the game. This is the first one. I'm going to give you my commands. Greg and everybody at home, try and get them right. See how many of these 10 you can get right. Are you ready, Greg?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Yellow.
Run on the spot.
Run on the spot, that's it. Green.
Run around the room.
That's it. Roundabout.
Roundabout.
That's it. And speed bump.
Oh.
Red.
Stop.
That's it. You're doing good well so far. Green, get going again.
Green.
Keep going, that's it. That's it. There's a low bridge coming up.
Well, low bridge.
That's it. And there's a roundabout under the low bridge.
Oh,
man. And red.
Stop.
Amazing. Well done, Greg. did you get all 10 of those ones right?
I think so.
I think you did. I think you got 10 out of 10. Now you're looking hot there. I can see that. But I think you're doing really, really well. And I'm sure you guys are doing really well at home. Let's have one last go. And I'm going to add in. Yeah, just that's it. Have a little fan break. And when you have a fan break, I'm going to explain the last one. I'm going to throw in the last command. So the last command, everybody, is traffic warden. Now, what do you do when there's a traffic warden, do you think?
You run?
I knew you were going to say that. No, you have to make a tutting noise like a traffic warden would.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to practice that one? Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Okay, right. Last go then. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody at home, up on your feet. Are you ready? And yellow light.
Yellow is
on the spot.
One on the spot. Yeah.
That's it. Green.
Green is around the room.
That's it. Off you go. There's a speed bump coming up.
Oh.
Red light.
Oh.
That's it. Green light.
That's
it. And there are 2 roundabouts coming up.
1, 2.
That's it. There's a low bridge.
Oh.
And under the bridge, there's a traffic warden.
Oh.
And one last roundabout. Keep going. That's it. And then red light. Well done, Greg. That was very impressive. It was impressive because you got all of the commands right and you did a game in the heat. Extra points to you, Greg. And well done, everybody at home. I hope you enjoyed our warm-up game. If you're on YouTube, you can send us a comment to let us know how you got on. But thank you. Hopefully, you've moved around a bit. You're awake and you're feeling ready to debate.
Right. Okay. Great. I am ready to debate, Sam. Shall we give some shout outs to people who took part last week?
Let's do that, please. Yeah. Should we just remind everybody of what the question was? So last week, we asked the question. No, sorry, it wasn't last week. It was last time because we're back from our holidays. Last time, we asked, how would you like school to be different next year, thinking about going back in September? Lots of people got involved, and the winning idea was actually sent by, I can't believe it, hashtag Team Greg, which was involving parents and carers more. Yes. Yeah.
I'm really happy that my idea won because I think that lockdown has really shown how important it is that parents and carers are involved in children's education. And who wouldn't want more of that when schools are back in September or today or this week if you're in Scotland? So, yeah, really interesting debate.
Yeah, fantastic. So thank you to everybody who made last Home Debate Club so fantastic. And a special shout out to 2 more young people who submitted their ideas. Who are they, Greg?
Jay in Newcastle, Mia from Bath. Well done. Thank you, guys.
Are you not forgetting somebody?
Oh, yeah, Team Sam. Sorry, yeah, Team Sam was... Team Sam sent in the great idea too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, thanks very much, Greg. Yeah, I appreciate it. Cheers.
Sorry, like running around you made me do that makes me really sweaty, you know. Yeah, that's the most running around I've had to do in a Home Debate Club game ever, and it's 35 degrees today, Sam. So I could be forgiven for getting you that they sent an idea in last week. But anyway, great. Let's move on to this week's debate. Today's question is, if you could put one item into a time capsule to share with future generations, what would it be and why? So Sam, do you want to tell us a little bit about what this question means?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's quite easy to understand this question. So it doesn't need much explanation. But I think what I'd like to remind us all of for the debate is that we need to remember that people in the future may not know much about our lives now, and that actually our lives now to them will be history. They may not know much about how our lives work and how we live it, and also their lives will look very different to ours. So with those in mind, what do you think you'd like people in the future to know about your life and the way you live it? That's one way of approaching this question. Or you might think, well, actually, in the future, life might be very different, and so I want to send something that might be helpful. Does that make sense, Greg?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Sam.
Okay, so we've got 5 ideas to debate from this week, and they're a mixture of ideas from young people and some from us that we're going to debate. So let's get into the first one. The first one, it comes from Uma in Longsight, and this is what they had to say about the question.
Let me wait for my computer to catch up, Sam. Give me a moment. 1 second. Should be any second now.
That's okay, you did appear.
Can you see that?
It was just there. There it is.
There we go. Great. Here's what Uma had to say. So Uma says, a face mask because people will remember there was a virus in the past. Wow. Great. That's a really, if there's one thing which could remind us of coronavirus, I think it'd be a face mask. So I thought that's a really good suggestion, Sam.
Completely agree. Yeah, it's a fabulous idea. We want young people, I guess we want people in the future to know what we've lived through over the past couple of months, and maybe they can learn from it in some way, I think is Uma's suggestion, maybe about how viruses spread or about hygiene. And sending a mask is a fantastic way to do that. So, wow, brilliant idea. And our first one there from Uma. Right, our second idea. Now this one comes in a video and it might be a bit slow because of the internet problems we're having, but it's from our volunteer Anita in Tottenham, and this is what she has to say.
Give me a moment, Sam. Oh, is it coming? There we go.
In my time capsule, I'm going to put in some sunscreen. The globe is just going to get hotter, so if you're hot now, you're going to want one of these in the time capsule. Bye.
Wow, great suggestion there, Anita. That's factor 30 there, Sam. I think I might need factor 50 today. Yeah, wow, great suggestion.
Yeah, it is. I mean, very pertinent to what's going on at the moment. I think Anita is reminding us of the climate crisis and how the planet might look very different in the future, and that sun cream could be a hugely important object, even more so than now in the future. So amazing, Anita. Well done. That's a great suggestion. Let's move on to our third suggestion. This one was sent in to us from Jack in Sale, and this is what Jack had to say. Greg, you're going to read it out for us, aren't you?
Yeah, so I would put inside a family. Is this the right one, Sam?
We need to go back a couple. We've skipped forward a little bit.
Okay. There we go. Sorry.
That's okay.
Nothing's working today. So here's what Jack had to say. I would put seeds in the capsule. I would do this so people in the future would be able to plant new living things and vegetables and fruit to grow, and so they remember that the world is something to care for. Well, Jack, that is incredible. That is one of my favorite suggestions that we've had. So well worded. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I thought that was fantastic. What an amazingly written suggestion or idea. And also, I love, Jack, how your idea is all about caring for the future, caring for people of the future, the planet of the future, and recognizing, a bit like Anita, that the planet might look very differently, and that seeds might be something that we've lost and we need to gain access to once more. Wow, brilliant, amazing, Jack, well done. Right, let's move forward. Fourth idea. Now this one comes from me, Team Sam. Yes, right. I'm not going to show you a video of my suggestion, am I, Greg? I'm going to tell you about it right here live on Home Debate Club. My suggestion for the time capsule is actually a book. Now, I know it's in a plastic bag, so it looks a bit strange, because it's in a plastic bag because it's very old and it's there to protect it. It's my favorite ever book. It's called Slaughterhouse 5, and it's by an American author called Kurt Vonnegut. Why would I put that in the time capsule? 2 reasons. Firstly, people might not read books anymore. There might be a different way of consuming information, and so it's a really cool historical artifact. And secondly, it's the book that's had the most or the biggest impact on my life. I think I'd write a little note to explain how it helped me, and maybe it can help people in the future. So that's my suggestion, and that's idea number 4.
Great idea, Sam. Personal, interesting suggestion. I loved how you'd add the note. I loved how it was already in a plastic bag there, so the book would keep nice and fresh for future generations to read. So I think that was a good idea. Really good. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome. Right, and then our 5th and our final idea is from Jake in Winslow, and you've had a sneak peek look at this already, but let's read out this one, Greg.
So here's Jake, and here's what he had to say. I would put inside a family photo because a photo can show a lot of things, such as what clothes people wore, lifestyle, and who made the time capsule. Well, and that's a great suggestion. And we've got a little family photo of Sam. Is that you there, Sam? And your little family you've got there with your new dog, just to show what a great family photo looks like. Looks amazing. But a great suggestion, Jake. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Jake. Just don't get confused, Jake. We're not suggesting that's your family, but we wanted to give an idea to everybody out there of what a family portrait might look like. So yeah, brilliant idea, Jake. Our lives, like we said earlier, is going to be history to people in the future, to show them things we wouldn't normally know about people from the past, their clothes, their lifestyle, what families looked like. Is a brilliant idea. Thank you so much for sending it in, Jake. And that wraps up our 5 debate ideas this week.
So what a debate this week. Just to remind everybody, the 5 ideas that we're going to be discussing. So the question, if you could put one item in a time capsule, what would it be and why? Option 1, a face mask. Option 2, sun cream. Option 3, seeds. Option 4, a book with a note. And option 5, Jake's idea there, a family portrait. And remember that there's no right or wrong answers. These are all great ideas that we want you to explore and discuss at home.
Right, we're not quite ready to debate yet because we might not have made up our mind on which of these 5 ideas we agree with. So let's spend a moment and just think to ourselves, which of these 5 ideas do I agree with the most, and which one am I going to debate for in a little while? We'll just take 5 seconds to decide. Okay, well done, guys. I think we're ready now, Greg.
Okay, so what we're going to need today is somebody to lead today's debate. So it can't be an adult, really important job. And what you need to do is to stand up like a teacher, point at the person when it's their turn to speak, make sure that everyone gets a turn. And when the clock hits 30 seconds, you will say, this home thinks that. Just to remind what everybody in the group that you're debating with, what you're going to vote for.
And now, if you're not the leader, that's okay. This is what you need to do. You need to decide which one you agree with, which hopefully we've just done. Tell your family or the people around you what your opinion is. And then everybody in your group at the end needs to be part of reaching an agreement about which one you're going to vote for. Now, all of you on YouTube and Facebook, if you're watching there, now is the time to make sure that you also head over to homedebateclub.com. Otherwise, you won't get to vote. And that's really important. So head over to there.
So you've got 5 minutes. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. And if you're ready, the timer will be appearing any second now. So
Let's debate. Okay, guys, the debate is now over. Stop those raucous debates. Your time's up. You should have all reached a conclusion wherever you're debating, which means, of course, Greg, the votes are now open. All you need to do to vote is click on the idea you agree with, and then that gets recorded, and you've got 30 seconds to do that. Whilst we're waiting for you all to vote and get those votes in as quickly as you possibly can, we want to know who's the first person to do it. Let's get a bit of a prediction from Greg. Greg, what do you reckon? Who's winning this week?
My prediction is, let me just check my notes. I think it's going to be Jack in Sale with seeds. It was an incredibly well explained idea. And I think what we've seen in previous home debate clubs is that when somebody sends in a great idea that's explained really well, then people are persuaded by it. So that's my prediction. Sam, what do you reckon?
I absolutely agree. I couldn't agree with you more. I think that, yeah, I can see that happening, but let's not count our chickens yet, because we've had some shocks in the past too, haven't we? So the voting's about to end. Well done to everybody for submitting their ideas. They were all brilliant. But you should see on your screen in a moment the winning option appearing. And it looks like there is another upset on the cards after us both deciding that it was inevitable that Jack was going to win. The winning option is actually a family portrait, which was, whose idea was that? Let me remind myself. That was Jake's idea in Windsor.
Wow. Yeah, come to think of it, I think that's a good winner, because people will want to see and remember and tell people about the future, tell people in the future about something that's really important to them, and that's their family. And obviously, yeah, there was a well explained answer as well. So well done. Yeah, and that's a great debate. I really like the range of answers that we got today.
Absolutely. And maybe a cute picture of a dog was a part of that process as well, Greg. Who knows? But wow, amazing. Well done, Jake. What a brilliant suggestion, and what an amazing result. Thank you to everybody for getting involved.
Right. Okay. So, Sam, are you ready? A great debate today. And we do not want you to go anywhere just yet. We're going to tell you what next week's question is. And before we do that, let's just announce our idea of the week. And I'm just going to do this very quickly, because I think it's my favorite, one of my favorite ideas we've had so far. It's Jack from Sale. It was a great idea. We loved how you were caring for people in the future. There might be a square. We don't know what's going to happen in the future with food. So I think seeds was a great idea. And also the reasoning that you said in your answer was really, really good and very moving. So just going to give you 30 seconds at home to share what your idea of the week and what you would like to celebrate this week. Is it somebody that you're debating with, or is it someone else, or your favorite idea that you've heard from? So we're going to give you 30 seconds to do that. Over to you. Okay, is that 30 seconds, Sam?
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay, great. So I hope you've shared something great about the people that you're debating with. And as promised, now what we're going to do is we're going to share next week's question. Here is next week's question. Do rules make life better or worse? Wow. It's a big question, Sam, and I'm very interested to hear what people think about this. If you have an idea right away, i.e. now, then you can tell us straight away. I'm just going to pop a link in the comments if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you're watching on homedebateclub.com, you can click on the Tell Us Your Idea button, which is just beneath. And we would love to hear what you think. Do rules make life better or worse?
Yeah, absolutely. I know you're a rule breaker, Greg, aren't you? You're a maverick, so I know what you think about this. But what is more important is what everybody out there thinks, and it's going to be a fantastic debate next week. Parents, lastly, a quick message to you. So if you'd like reminders about the debates and activities to support learning about them, then you need to send us your email and sign up in the link below. There you'll get reminders of our activities and debates and how to prepare for them each week. And don't forget to do us a favor as well and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, because it helps us to reach more people. And that is the hottest on record debate club ever finished. What a debate. Well done, everybody. Greg's ready with the theme tune. We'll see you all next week.
Bye, everyone.